When I was younger, I had this doll and it was called An Amazing Ally, and if you was born in the 90s and you was a person who liked dolls, you probably also had an Amazing Ally. I opened this doll on Christmas Day thinking I'm going to be the coolest cat in town, everyone's going to want to be my friend and come and see my Amazing Ally. Did it make me popular? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Especially not when I was walking around telling everyone that it tried to kill me, so. But in my defense, I'm not lying, the doll did try and kill me. This doll was meant to be so cool. It could say your name, it knew your birthday. The haunting started out kind of innocent at first, and it would just kind of speak when it wasn't switched on. It'd be the middle of the night and then you would just hear, "Come play with me." This then started happening constantly, and it got to the point where I was talking back to the doll, okay? I was like, "Ally, girl, I know you mean well, but you are actually terrifying me right now, and if you don't stop, I'm gonna take your batteries out because I can't be dealing with this anymore. It's too much." Did she listen? No, she did not. She continued every night. Fast forward a few weeks and I've gone to my dad and been like, "Can you please take the batteries out of this doll because she's alive and she's scaring me and I really don't like it." And my dad obviously was like, "Girl, no, this doll cost me a lot of money, you'll fucking play with it." So eventually my dad took the batteries out, and for a little while it was fine. The doll had stopped talking and I was like, "This is nice." A couple of weeks passed by and the bitch starts talking again. Bear in mind, she's got no batteries. So I was playing in school with my teddies and my dolls, and Ally was sat there staring into my soul and was like, "Your birthday is January 10th. So after she got bored of tormenting me by talking to me all night, she started walking about my bedroom. So growing up, I had a top bed, which is basically a bunk bed without the bottom bunk, and the bottom was basically drawers, and behind the drawers is where I used to keep all of my teddies, my dolls and my toys and things like that. I started putting her right in the back, like with the rest of my dolls and my teddies, like in front of her. After I've tucked her behind all of my teddies, I'd get in bed and go to sleep, and then I'll wake up in the morning and I shit you not, she would be outside of all of the toys and she would be at the side of my bed on the floor. My cousin lived next door to me growing up, and I was telling her about this haunted doll that it was trying to kill me, and did she believe me? No, she did not. And I was like, "You know what, fine, sleep at mine and I'll prove it to you." So she did. We went to bed and we topped and tailed. I slept on one side and she slept on the other, and I was like, "You need to sleep on the side with the ladders because I'm not doing it because she'll come and get me." So before we went to sleep, I put the doll in its box at the side of my bed. I shoved all of my teddies on the box, and I even put my TV on top of it to make sure it was extra heavy. Fast forward a few hours, we'd both fallen asleep, and then I woke up to the sound of my cousin screaming. The box that the doll was in was tipped over on the floor. All of the teddies were on the floor, the TV was on the floor, and the doll was like this on the ladders of my bed.